what's the word? Avatar, I think is the word.
Correct.
Which the whole room you found us in was decimated. Things were exploded and splintered. Bookcases were toppled over. It was a mess, and we very much matched the room. Many of us were wounded, and not looking too good. We needed to sort of debate whether we were going to take some time to rest or if we were going to sort of push our advantage. Now that the Sigillians were kind of thrown off guard. We opted for the second one, which luckily we were given a sort of saving grace in the form of Scavola, which I never thought I would say out loud, as she possessed Oriana with her permission. Kudos, I guess. And systematically went to each of us and sort of systematically went to all of us and sort of like punched into our wounds, and pulled out the bad and made it good and put it back in. Is that more or less what happened, Crash?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
She extracted your weakness.
Took out the bad juju, put the... Trade secrets. It kind of reminds me of what Moira does from Overwatch, where she kind of like sucks out energy and puts life energy back into her allies. Yeah.
That's actually a really good comparison. Yeah.
Why is he upside down?
He looks very similar upside down than upright, right?
Oh yeah.
He looks
except he has kind of a bulge here now.
Yeah, but it's got a bit of a bulge, and that kind of, it's got a wee willy.
He packs. What can I say? You thought Earthbreaker was the name of the this whole time.
Oh no!
You are wrong. Anyways,
He's breaking. So after we were healed and we got our key points topped off and we were given 10 HP, this, that, and the other thing, we started moving out. We decided that we would the plan of action would be that we go all together to the Sigillian Keep, and then bamf on over to the tower after we killed Sigillian Prime. Only thing was there were still Sigillians in the repository, which we needed to sort of pull away from the teleportation circles, which with combined efforts of the Blackwater Runners sort of making a ruckus with their cannon, we who actually rigged it? It was what's the stalker guy's name?
Frisk.
Thank you. It was a combined effort of Frisk and did one of the PCs help?
You guys kicked over some alchemist fire dome.
Okay, yeah, that's must be what I'm thinking of. Frisk set up an alchemist
and some sugar.
And some sugar. Oh yeah,
very important for keeping fires lit.
Which, by the way, we had said that Alessander. We rolled to see if Alessander had any sugar, tea and shit like that. Yeah, sugar cubes because of fucking his new horse. Duh.
Yeah,
of course you would have sugar cubes. Anyway, so we had sugar, and Frisk set up a sort of a tripwire trap that would go off like systematically, like bang, pause, bang, pause, bang.
A little sort cascading set of explosions.
Yes, to sort of simulate cannon fire closer to the teleportation circle, and we sort of lied in wait for that trap to go off. And as it did, more and more, the Sigillians, more and more of them left in groups. And at the end, there's only 3 left. We sort of rushed them, took them out very quickly. Or was it 2?
I think it was 2. No, it was 3. It was 3 because you guys wanted to keep some alive.
Yes, it was 3.
We managed to bring 2, I believe.
You brought 2, correct. After we did the DPS check, and you guys did like 100, near 200 points of damage.
That's great.
So we did kill 1, which exploded, and we kept 2 alive. And we used them to bamf into the Sigillian lab. Sabotage those 2 teleportation circles, the one to the repository and the keep. And we bamfed back to the repository.
Yes.
Now what do is teleport over to the keep.
Yeah, I guess I should probably get rid of one of these now. I'll make it like red or something.
Perfect.
So, connection severed.
Mm-hmm.
Little bastards. And then you guys want to go teleport to the Sigillian Keep. Yes, yes.
So do we need to sort of do the same thing with this one? As we teleport over to the Sigillian Keep, we blow up the Sigillian Keep teleportation circle here?
Which connection are you trying to cut?
The repository to the keep.
That's up to you. That's up to you guys if you want to. You guys use both of the bodies already at the lab. One for... I just realized it should be two red mines. The lab is basically entirely severed in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case,
Like
we have no bodies to do it.
I mean, you guys could use other more mundane explosives, I guess, but you had to stack that with some other magical stuff. But you could. Question of if you want to or not want to.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree with that notion. It would take too much time up that I don't.
Was it also the point
Hindsight-
that we wanted to sort of trick them that, oh, we're pulling our resources here now?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Because I was wondering in hindsight why we had done that to the lab, but that's exactly right.
Yeah, I think Kasai was the one who brought it up. She had a big brain moment.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls for big brain. All right. So let's see. I don't know what music to play for this.
Bruh.
Okay, I think I'm.
Just play the sound of silence. Not the
No,
actual song, but actual
it
just
doesn't-
silence.
That doesn't usually work. So, you guys are going back, or rather, you're teleporting from the repository over to the Sigillian Keep, having just successfully explosively sabotaged the Sigillian Labs' two connecting outdoors. One which led to the repository, one which led to the keep. So, by all accounts, any Sigillians that were over there, if they want to join the fight, they have to walk, all of that. Yeah, fun times, and not get murked by anything in the water.
Look,
Super
just the
easy.
travel time from here to here, even if there wasn't like everything and then some in the way, they're not going to get involved.
Yeah, well, also doubly so considering the Sigillian Keep is on in the water.
Yeah, like, that's, like they're not showing up.
Yeah, they're not sending it to the keep. Maybe to the tower, maybe, but it's like if.
That's still like gotta go like there.
Frisk can confirm that it is not a safe way just to walk over there.
Considering we thought he was dead, yes.
He's got those lucky points, baby.
Let's go.
So, you guys bamf over to the Sigillian Keep, and as you guys do so, you're once again greeted with that sort of hyperspace, space looming by you. Those of you trained in, I guess, Arcana or Nature, that's not a point that you even need to roll for. It's just sort of a known phenomenon. When people travel, when they teleport, rather, they are in some way, shape, or form usually capitalizing on ley lines. Ley lines are more akin, at least by testimony, akin to water, a stream that flows from one to the other. So they're less lines in the sense of point A to point B, straight vector. They flow, and that sort of feeling of rushing by, that sort of hyperspace feeling as you guys are teleporting, is in part to that. You are a stone in the river. A stone that's being, rubber banded forward, further down the river, but nonetheless, you're still in the river. So, that's fun. That being said, there are always, sticks in this river. There are other rocks in the river. There are blockages or other currents that could veer your course. If you are trained in one such skill, your character, you, notice this. Whereas the previous teleportation that you guys had just gone through, it was, straight lines veering by you. This time, it's a bit more coasting. Meandering, sidewinding. Not to the point where, something is absolutely blocking your guys' teleportation, but something is interfering with it. And that observation happens in the, 30 some seconds you guys are in this teleportative bubble, watching the lay stream go by. Whereas it's normally this sort of bright and pale blue color, you do note that it's a bit less blue, a bit more, monochrome, I guess is the word for it. It's less saturated. There you go. Something's up. But you guys do eventually finish your teleportation. You guys enter into the Sigillian Keep itself. Or rather, it's a teleportation room. It's teleportarium. There are a lot of different terms for it across histories and cultures. And as you guys arrive there, you guys are immediately greeted with a wall, I guess their equivalents, I guess you guys have already seen something like this, a equivalencies of a firing line of Sigillians who are all aimed at the teleportation area, about some 100 feet away. And you could see standing in full peak Chad position, the Sigillian Prime.
Sword down, hands on top of hilt kind of shit.
He actually doesn't use a sword. He uses a glaive.
Oh god, it's so much worse.
He is, bigger. He's built bigger, or he was originally bigger than any other Sigillian. He towers above all of them at a staggering 8-9 foot or so.
Damn.
He's a big boy, big armor, big blade. What's your guys' passive perceptions?
Oh, that's a good question.
What I put in the chat?
They haven't shot at you yet, so I guess you have that saving grace. Although, let's see, with sight, this would be visually based. Oh, yeah, look
Man,
at
we
that.
got some good fucking passives. Jesus.
Not bad, not bad. Probably change the music.
Feet letting the side down.
I apologize. She's short.
Yeah,
Go
you're
to
the
the
She
black
can't
of the
see
field.
past her kneecap.
Let's see. This might go a bit too hard, but I don't know. We'll see. If it picks up. Hello? What's on you?
No, it's working. It's working.
Okay, just making sure. So, all of you, yes, even Alora, all of you do note that this place is shrouded in this split-second observation, snapshot of reality. The place is shrouded in this pale mist. It goes all the way to your guys' knees, or Alora's sternum area, I guess in that case. Nah, not your sternum area. Probably your waist.
Eye height.
Your gut area there about. So, another thing you guys notice is that there is a sort of glow, a pale white glow that is surrounding in bits and pieces, almost like floating plates, vertical plates that just sort of slowly rotate around the Sigillian Prime. And as he's examining you guys, I should say, when he is examining you guys, it is an examination. You could see him scanning you, in a way, gauging you up and down at every move you make. And he's looking for something. Whatever he's looking for, he hasn't found it, at least not yet. What do you guys do? They haven't shot at you guys yet. There are a large number of them. The button to go back, so to speak. Well, I guess not really a button to go back. You guys could just activate and go back.
I was about to say, it's like, do we have a reverse option?
Oh, shit, go
Yeah,
back.
we-
Can we just like
Dip
flip
out.
Yui?
There is a reverse option. You just sort of had to. Ow, Tango, please stop attacking me. Ow!
He said no.
It's been weeks since D&D. Can you calm your fucking tits?
He's a male cat. He doesn't have those.
You got nips. Close enough.
What?
Calm down. Calm down. It's all in your
We're
mind.
mammals, dude.
Don't yell at your
It's a
son.
joke. It's a joke.
Gaslight your cat.
He's attacking me. Like, oh shit. I'm just shoving him. Yeah, so you guys can reverse the direction. That being said, since Oriana / Garth, you're the one that asked, you do note that instead, like, there's like this sort of latent blue energy, you know, the classic Telltale arcane magic energy. Also, this music is going way too hard, so give me a sec. But there is like usually a latent blue magical energy that occupies, that sort of pulses for these sorts of devices. You guys had it on the way in. It is not pulsing blue this time. It is pulsing white. Either there's something up, it's coded to a different location, something. You know what? Here, we'll make this even better. You guys have tokens on the screen right there. Right there. Oh, right there.
How are we positioned?
No. I just make it easier to determine who's acting first and so on. As I look up, I don't know, I guess the normal Frostpunk music? I don't know.
Do any of us have advantage from Keenan?
That's up to Keenan to determine.
Oh, so
I
good at
think
that, though.
somebody last time, Blair had it before this went on,
What
and I
you
haven't had a
ready?
chance to re-up it. I don't think.
Gotcha.
If you wanted to have changed it, be my guess. Because you would have had the opportunity to
No, wait.
wait over.
I
You
didn't
gave it
I
to
give
Blair back at the
Al-
lighthouse.
Yeah, didn't I give it to Alessander at one point too?
I wasn't sure if I was the last one to have it, but
Well, if I can change my mind now, I'll just give advantage to Alessander again.
all right, let's see.
That's our
Good
game.
boy.
I got one more.
How are our initiative so? Does somebody have something to boost our initiative?
Alexander.
Yes,
Mhm.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense now.
double time.
Yeah, double time. Jesus, so 30 fucking 1.
0.2.
Okay, Flora, calm down.
I don't even think Flora has these mods.
No, she doesn't. I think she has like a 12. I want to say.
So she doesn't have alert,
Or
so
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if she grabs alert though, she will be the fastest of us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She already is the fastest. That's just a kicker.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh my god.
What?
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 So
Yeah, Alexander, you kick it off. What would you like to do? There's no shame in retreat. Or is there? I don't know.
so this firing line is pointing all at us.
Yeah, about a score of them.
Sigillian Prime is right fucking there, just gauging us, looking for something. Would it be an action to roll an insight check?
No. I would say this isn't like normal combat speed right now. This is like just more of a to determine who's doing what in what order.
Gotcha.
The floating discs, did you say about it, or plates?
It's hard to say that they're not discs like dinner plates or something like that. They're more like Kevlar plates.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine like a series of shattered Kevlar plates.
Mhm.
So they're not really
Do they-
all uniform in size or dimension, but they all are uniform in like their coloration. They are this like pale white.
do they and they hover around him. Do they move in a similar fashion like an Ioun stone, or do they seem more part of him, an extension of him in that sense?
That's a good question. You would have to roll on it on when it gets to you. Unless
Fair
Alec
enough.
just wants to take your question and steal
No.
Hey, I feel my ally wants to ask this.
it.
What are those? No, I will roll an insight. That's
We
what I was gonna say.
the arm around Keenan. Our question, comrade.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So 15 or 18 if I'm allowed to have guidance.
That's what you have, guys.
I believe I have guidance. SI has guidance.
Side does have guidance. So you're trying to read what is he looking for? Is that fair to say?
Yes. Yeah.
As he is examining you, you can't really see his eyes underneath that fucking glowing visor he has.
Mhm.
But you can tell by his I guess his lean, his body language, the rest of it. He does sort of coast ever so slightly, like a centimeter at most, to look out one of his plates, that floating shattered plate thing. Well, one of them that just sort of hovers about him. From the looks of it, he's trying to discern if you guys have something like that, if you guys have something related to it, if you have, I don't know, he's using it as a comparison point, so as to know what to look for.
Interesting. Uh. Okay, well, I guess I'll take the dodge action, but what Alexander is going to do, he takes a half step back, hands on his belt, and kind of sizing up the Sigillian Prime himself. He goes, "Can I help you?"
Oh my god.
You really asked the Sigillian Prime if you could help us.
Yeah.
Maybe the answer's yes. He's just like, hey, did you get my
I'll
groceries by
Karen
chance?
move.
Yeah.
Just
Just so oh my god.
Can I help
Excuse you.
you? Actually,
I
yes.
am
I'll
Karen,
do.
Karen move.
Just you're
Even
really
Han Solo
confused right
had
now,
words
you know?
before he shot the guy.
We just do
Alright,
that.
well, we'll
I mean,
find out if you can help him or not when we get
So
back.
shittily, holy god.
Oh my god.
Oh no, no, we rolled shit and he only has +3 dex. Jesus. Can I help you?
Excuse me, Sigillian Prime. She asked for no pickles.
I'm about to speak to your manager.
Your
Where
manager.
is he?
Manal, you guys are between a rock and a hard place, to say the least.
Yeah.
As a stalker, you've been in places like this before.
Crash, did you change the music because I don't hear anything?
No, I'm still looking for music.
Yeah, we call it the office.
I didn't know if it
Trying
was
to get something
not working,
chill,
you
but
could
something
find it.
dramatic.
Oh, so
I'm
Those
not
two
sure.
are kind of counterintuitive to each other.
You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Yeah.
I feel like the only thing to do in this situation, because I'm not hitting first, because is to also take the dodge action
That's fair.
and say nothing. I keep my damn mouth shut, and I hide behind someone. I
Who do you hide behind?
I slowly step behind Laura.
You crouch down.
You kidding me?
Oh my god.
Doot, 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 doot.
She takes a step to the side, a step back, another step to the side, but behind Laura, and then crouches like, "You got this."
You got this, bud.
Yeah.
Laura.
I'm clearly dying. But I was like, my bones are very small compared to you. All right, you got this.
Technically true, but also I don't think that's the point of the message. Oriana.
I want to use my flow state thing, but it specifies that to basically read them takes a minute, and I don't think we have a minute, so I
No.
don't think that's gonna happen. He kind of looks at the Sigillian Prime. Can I look into the guys in the background and try to determine? Are they just gonna
their
open
fucking
fire the
deal
second
is?
this guy jumps at us? Nah. She's trying to figure out when they're going to act, so we could try to act preemptively.
We're on time.
Basically, quick draw, read kind of thing.
Yeah, if only you're a gunslinger.
Why do you think I put my hands on my belt?
Power move. Awaiting insight roll.
Oh, I didn't know I could roll for insight.
I said roll insight.
Oh, I didn't hear you. And do I want to go
So you
with that?
didn't roll for
Well, let's
perception,
see how
whatever.
bad it is. I don't think a D6 will change much. I also don't have a ton of those left. I'm just gonna take a 15 and call it a day.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, given their peculiarly constructed nature, they seem more akin to guns that are just standing there, and he's the one with the trigger.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so in that regard, they're less people waiting for an order. They are just a robot waiting for the activation code.
So not knowing what the activation code, she's gonna also take the dodge action.
A lot of people taking the dodge action. How wide is
We
it?
expect murder
Rivet.
no, we teleport into a firing squad. Yeah, we're gonna take dodge action.
Mhm.
Although I guess her form of dodge is more seeing an armada of guns, in quotation marks, guns being pointed at her. She's more prepared to like deflect a missile. If that's even possible with magic guns, she's not gonna question that right now. She's just gonna be ready.
Thank you, Fred, for sending me that. Given that Sakani is from the Frijar Peninsula, I think it makes sense as well. Alright. Anushka,
Well, I got 2 guesses to guess what I'm gonna do.
run away.
Hit the
Dodge.
off button.
Dodge,
I
yes,
should have
yes,
mentioned the.
exactly.
Hit the off button. I think that's a
The
fancy
off
way of
button,
saying
yeah.
suicide, but okay.
Yeah.
I meant
We're
for
just gonna
the
like throw her down
teleportation.
for a little bit. Yeah, can I just like ready Mishka's weapon and like stand like near the back of the group, I guess? Subtly. I mean, if it looks like they're gonna like shoot her, she's just gonna stop, but like, yeah.
You begin moving to the back as you hoist your weapon. You don't get shot at. That being said, you can roll me your insight. Alright,
Yeah,
moving on then.
checks
We're
Yeah,
moving on then.
Yeah, dodge action, please, por favor.
Okay. It's a very
Literally
tense
standoff.
moment as their rifles are alight, like they are charged. They're ready to get discharged. Nothing's happened yet. Laura.
Hey, Laura. Hey, Dorothy, you know it'd be a fucking power move?
Charge.
This is
Manon.
fucking peer pressuring
gonna
her
do?
to doing something.
No. Manon just took the dodge action and hid behind you.
You take the dodge action, hide behind her.
Well, go prone.
That would be disadvantage on range attacks. That is a fair point.
And you'd be missed too.
You don't have to do that. I'm kidding.
Man, I would kick you and say laying down is a sign of weakness to get her back up.
I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying it'd be really cool if you did.
I'll take one look at Alexandra. I see that he's, dodged. I see that Manon's hiding behind me, and I will dodge as well. Everyone's dodging, and this guy's really big.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a little group of peeps around him.
I'll look at Manon and I'll be like, very funny, my friend. You might want to find a bigger shield next time. And then
So you take the dodge action.
Manon has really been like 3 feet this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many dudes does he have with them?
A score.
I
Just a
will
little
ready
French girl.
my weapon though.
There we go. A score,
About that many.
which is 20.
Okay, so
score
this is not a fighting scenario for us.
I will to ready my weapon though.
Very well. Keenan, you had a question before.
I did.
I don't remember what it was.
It's about those plates.
Oh.
Yeah. So the plates were the first thing that popped in my mind, but he's scanning. Are the little guys just? Are they moving at all, or did it seem like waiting for a cue, still standing completely still?
Roll inside.
Sure. Where's my? There it is.
They're waiting for a cue. Something not that they're looking for, something that he will tell them through their network.
That makes sense.
Over 26, you can tell. How to say this? The Sigillian guards that you've seen prior have had some self-awareness about them to a certain degree, some autonomy, which is it's a pro and a con. Like, it gives them some sense of autonomy and awareness to observe and act on their own accord. So that means like they have a bit more observational capability because they can all look in different directions and stuff like that. Whereas the ones right now are lacking in that autonomy. They're possessed. They are overridden, which is to say they are a lot more coordinated down to a T. But the thing is, they're much more monofunctional.
Right.
Whatever that function is so decreed. As of right now, you could probably tell it's hold aim.
Yeah. And just out of curiosity, they don't happen to coincide the number of plates and the number of minions.
No, there's not. He doesn't have 20 fragments about him. No.
Okay.
No, he has about I don't know, 7 or so. 6, 7. Varying sizes.
Are all of the plates uniform, or
No.
do they look different?
No, they all look different from one another. Actually,
for
tell you
some
what.
reason, I really wish I had a mirror right now, but I can't.
Almost spilled something. Roll me religion, because this is actually something that will be specific to you.
Religion.
17. You get this vague familiarity when you look at his those points. There's something about them that seems familiar to you, something like you've seen or you've done before. The way they sort of move around, they're not fully physical plates either. Like, they're like half there, half not. Semi-corporeal, if you want to say it like that. Like, when they move around him and, some spin, some just sort of shoot around, you can see through them partially. And, so looking through them is like looking through, I don't know, looking through a piece of stained glass. Like, there's a sort of frosting, the sort of filtering when you look through them.
All right. Following the cue of the other people in the room, taking the dodge action here as well. I'm just gonna say, whoever you are, if you're looking for guidance from a higher power, you really are in the wrong kind of place for that.
Oh.
And then just wait.
Okay. We've seen Mass Effect, right? Seen it, played it in various capacities. You know that sound effect Reapers make? That sort of noise.
Big horn thing, yeah.
Foghorn.
Yeah, exactly like that. He points. He lifts up his free arm, the one that's not holding his glaive behind him right now, and points in your guys' direction. Those of you with passive perception of like 20 or above can sort of like triangulate like simple geometry to determine who he's pointing at. He's pointing at Anushka.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's been fun, guys.
Yeah, he points a finger, and then that sort of like blaring, just sort of like arcane interference, like shatter, like shoots out of him, just as if like he's turning on like a voice box. You.
Oh, fun.
He is just pointing at you, and then he turns his hand over and does like a come hither motion. Approach.
Just looks frantically at her companions like, are you hearing this shit?
Approach or perish.
Well, hold on, it's not her turn.
He looks up at the sky. You have 1 round.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, that's fun. Well, Anushka's gonna die. Have fun, guys. I guess she'll just ride everyone and slowly sort of not quite leaving like the, I don't know. Comfort. Cause she like, is there like a midway point between?
Yeah, it's like 100 feet between you and them.
Okay, she'll maybe go like maybe 40 feet, something like that.
Anushka begins to leave your guys' company.
Oh, sorry.
You begin to leave the safe comfort of your company.
Could she have someone tag along with her, or are they just gonna
Please.
plug
Try?
in the person?
Please.
Do you
Could,
try?
could Oriana request that for her own? For Anushka's
What do you say?
safety?
If
Pretty
not,
much
she's
just
walking
that.
up alone.
It's like, could someone accompany her for her own safety?
No.
All right.
Anushka just looks
Approach.
at you teary-eyed like, remember
And
me.
die.
Wait, what?
He's telling Oriana approach and die.
Oh, okay. I thought you
And
meant Anushka.
die.
And I was like, fuck.
Approach with a die. It's a D20. Roll for initiative again.
Yeah.
I thought you said approach and die to Anushka.
I know that's what I thought as well. That's how I was like,
God,
oh,
that
I'm
would be
not
a
fucking
big
going.
Then it's like, all right, cool. There's no point then.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. We're throwing down now.
No, at that point, you just hit the teleport thing and hope it doesn't just
Uh,
detonate.
So, Anushka, you begin walking forward.
Well,
Yeah.
Can I at least try to roll an insight to see
Sure.
if there's any tell why he might want her to approach?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to see if anybody's like cocking their gun as well. Like they're.
I mean, their guns are already charged, so all they need to do is pull the trigger.
Can you tell if any of them look like they want to pull the trigger?
16 or 24 or 20.
20. What is he looking for from her? As an overall inspection, just her. Nothing specific about her. Just her. Alright. Oh, no, Rihanna. Anushka, make me your own insight roll.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus, can
I
you,
cannot
do you have a
tracks.
reroll?
I see today is not your day.
it's not. No.
Do you have a
no, I do
reroll?
have a reroll, but I might save it for a more.
You had a bad day.
Do you want to
You
take my
had a
inspiration?
bad day. You had a
Uh,
bad day.
Don't keep saying it. Come on.
Yeah,
The song has to
bad
continue.
That's the best remix.
Do you want my inspiration?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just
Guys, I thought
think
we
of
talked
her.
about this. When you give each other inspiration, the roll's always shit anyways.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah,
get a 0
usually.
on the
No, you actually get a 0. Oh, you're right. My bad.
20.
Yeah. Save it for when she's like on death's door.
No,
She'll probably be in a couple of minutes. She'll just
I
very
won't use it then.
cautiously. Yeah.
I offered now.
But I would like to make a note that she is going to have her gun like prepped and ready to shoot, just like they are as well. Because I mean, potato,
Yeah.
potato.
You're one gun till they're like 21.
I mean, yeah, but you got to show them the attitude, right?
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
You begin closing the distance, and he lowers his arm as you begin walking on up. And you eventually stop. Again, around the 30, 40 foot mark. And then he just once again begins talking. That like roar begins emerging out from his voice box. Continue all
Why?
the way.
Why?
Continue or die.
I don't much of a talker, is he? She'll go like maybe 10 feet to the halfway point.
Anushka walks another 10 feet, some 10 paces.
I'm desperately trying to think of an out here.
I know. I
Yeah.
don't want to get too like far away. It's the thing, but
How close?
I also feel like
the-
he's probably just gonna teleport us because there's like that white mist, like, and the weird energy with the teleporting thing.
Question. How close are these civilians standing together?
They're basically shoulder to shoulder.
How close do the explosions tend to go?
10 feet.
How far? 10 feet.
So if you could
You-
take
you-
one
you
out in
learned that one.
turn, but they got 80 health.
They're also resistant to force damage.
Is it just force
So
or is
in
it
this-
more than that?
It's just force.
So in a round, we can kill one of them if we focus them, and try to create a sort of cascading body explosion. I assume these fucking death explosions don't do 80 damage.
No,
On
no, they
average.
don't.
Yeah.
That would be a sort of a
That
dick
would
move
be-
on my part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have a
There
chance.
you go.
That's still a
That's
good
a
chunk
really
of
good roll.
damage, but it's also a point of like,
Yeah.
do we have the range damage to start taking them out? Because I think we only have a couple options for that.
All you remember perception again.
Okay.
I'll give Anushka advantage. She's the closest.
You had a bad day.
Sure.
You had a
Stop
bad
it.
day.
stop it.
Oh, wait.
You had
Is that
a
based-
bad day. Oh
Okay.
God, Alexander.
He had a. You have advantage. It's visual.
Yeah, I already rolled once.
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
God, Manon,
there we
come.
go.
You had a good day.
My
you
two
had a good
rolls have
day.
been nat 20s today.
You
You
see-
had a
to a
good
different
day.
campaign.
Had a good day.
Oh yeah, I forgot the guidance.
So let's see. Nice. You had an okay day. You had an okay
Quack
day.
news.
It's a sign. He's trying to tell us.
So to everyone that got a 20 and above, you know who you are. You can do math.
What the hell?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I
This
don't
is,
know
this is
math.
bullshit.
I don't know math.
So everyone that got a 20 and above, this mist is going away slightly. It's fading as Anushka gets closer and closer. And you could tell that the glow in the pad the teleportation pad you guys are standing on, and the glow that is about the plates around the Sigillian Prime are glowing more. They're growing brighter, but the less opaque, if that makes sense. Like, you can begin seeing through them more and more, but they're brighter sources of light.
Like they are reacting to Anushka.
They're reacting to something. For Eminem got a nat 20.
Is that a magic dampening field or something?
I'll kick over Ninot. You got one question from that nat 20. Ask whatever it is, and I will answer it.
Do not have any ideas. So if anyone
No!
wants to suggest a question,
Can you ask if maybe this
Phone a friend.
Could this be
Literally,
an
yeah.
illusion? It's a very elaborate illusion.
Yeah, it'd be an elaborate
Very
illusion,
spooky,
as well as what would they be covering up?
The fact that
like-
only the Sigillian Prime is here. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like you could have this many troops in this place. Is the
Yeah.
problem.
I mean, it's their keep,
I mean,
so I would hope
yeah.
so.
I mean,
He's
seeing
assuming
if there's like
direct control.
something magically up, though, I think that's a good call. Something we're missing.
so then I will pull the audience. Is that the question we want to ask? Is this an illusion? I hear no one saying no, so yeah. That's the question.
And lack of affirmation. We shall assume a lack of negation. This is not an illusion. As much as you may be praying for it to be an illusion, it is not an illusion.
Yeah.
He's quite real. You've seen through illusions in the past. There's usually something off about it, and yeah, there is something off about this, but not in the sense of off as in it's not real, like a really bad Photoshop. No, there's something off about it, like there's something at play here that you're not aware of. Something that he is.
Just sort of leaning in a little bit towards Alessander, Keenan just says, "For better and for worse, they are synchronized
You know, I'm just gonna get rid of
more
this
so
now.
than before. I believe he is in control of all of them right now. So, strength and weakness.
But how to exploit that?
Also, that is one brave friend you've got.
Don't I
Big
know?
ball.
You guys can see out of the corner, I have Vaso and America look at each other like, yeah, brave.
She is
Yeah,
shitting her
yeah.
pants.
Just quickly shoot to Anushka, just like absolutely just shitting herself.
The most panicked a
Being
human being
brave,
has ever been.
having fear, and
Yeah.
standing up to it, Anushka. That's what bravery is. It's not being fearless.
I assume
Exactly.
Any capability to
Well,
like?
apparently she embodies that at the minute. First.
Do you have any
I assume
capability to
they-
like overload their connection?
Me.
Don't have like anything with psychic capabilities. I
you
don't think.
blind him. No, because I assume you can tap into their sights. Never mind.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, if things do get well, I don't know. I could fucking cast invisibility myself and just nope the fuck out, but that's kind of a fuck you guys kind of situation.
Which is fine.
Another betrayal character, Kirsty.
I know, right? I know.
Very good. I approve. I approve.
I'm on a roll, guys. No.
Stop it. Stop rolling. Become a block.
Yeah.
Or all good.
Yeah, or roll good. That's another option
Keenan,
too.
roll me your perception uses wisdom, right? Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Roll me perception. Hey, look at that.
Roll guidance, if I have it, yeah?
Roll twice.
Oh, right.
Roll once
2d4 then?
twice. 2d4. There's precedent for this. Eh.
20.
Better than